Uh, so we should answer each and every question so that there is no doubt left. When there is no doubt left, we are already there. And that is the process we are following logically. So we have reached to an understanding about this Maya or delusion or Prakriti. So the more we understand the evolution of these five elements, and if we answer that, if we go to the root of these five elements, we find that everything is changing and still the real self remains as it is. It has no change. Our body changes. We are 5 years old, 10 years, 20, 40, 50, 60, maybe 150. Everyone wants to live 150 years, or 200. Why you limit only for 150 years? Why not say 500 years? You see? So that pertains to the body, the five elements, and they are constantly changing. What is very important now is start thinking, speaking, and living in life from the Eastern wisdom. You need not to change. You do not need to say to your honey, I have started living in Eastern wisdom. So the ego comes as a barrier and that will destroy everything. You live from inside, outside. I believe you understand. You live from inside to outside. Inside says, look at this crazy guy, what should I do? Inside. But outside, hey, how are you? How are you, sir? No. That duality should go away. I was giving a lesson yesterday to one of my students from Eastern Europe. He has been with me for many years. So I said, how are you? You look at his level of awareness. He said, to whom you are saying, how are you? Are you saying to my body, I'm not the body? Do you see? I'm not the body. Yes, if to whom you are saying, and if you are asking the real self, how are you? So that real self is always in peace and happiness. Now see the other people, if you ask, how are you? No, I went to the doctor yesterday and then, he diagnosed, etc., etc., etc. Do you see that? You simply check the level of your awareness, where you are moving. And when you apply these principles in your daily life, you raise your level of awareness, you start dropping ignorance that causes happiness, trigger reaction. Now his wife has certain problem, I told you before, and because he has been doing it for many years with me, so I wanted to clear his mind out of the ignorance that his wife is a problem, so you should perform your duty. You should take care of her the best way possible. But at the same time, it should not cause any kind of unhappiness. It should not cause any kind of reaction. And that is what the process of evolution, and that will help us to reach to that state of knowledge. So with that understanding, return what is real self. So I know that real self is none of the three bodies. Real self is none of the five sheets. And real self is not the waking, not the dream, not the sleep state. I dreamed that I became a billionaire, and then we enjoy that. Enjoyment is because of the attachment. So mind is still seeking something outside. Another dream. The vampire came into my dream. There may be some bad omen will fall into us. So we are not into the science to explain what the dream is. We already know that these three states are not me. Finished. Should we not go to the root of what we are not? At the surface level, we have understood, yes, we are none of the three bodies, five sheet, three states. So last time we understood that there are 25 elements. I believe you all remember. 5 elements, 5 sense organs, 5 motor organs, 5 pranas, 20, mind, memory, intellect, ego. I'll talk about that ego in a very interesting manner so that you will understand where it is and how it is. So that also creates a block. So these are the 24 elements. So all the 24 are together is known as Prakriti Maya. Maya means delusion, one meaning. And the another meaning of the Maya, it is the force or the power of the real self that creates the world of name and form. To whom I am addressing? Different people of name and the form. Can I maintain that awareness? Inside and outside, with all due respect and love and care. So what happens? The mind does not create a delusion in me. Mind does not cover. I'm stressing again. Mind does not cover my relationship with you through ignorance. Did you understand? Say yes. Now the time has come to say yes to everything. Here is my honey. So uncovered. Ignorance is not there. That ignorance is a veil. Take an simple example. I know this. No, I don't know. So there is a veil over it. What is that veil? Cover? It is of ignorance. So I ask you, what is this? Oh, this is remote. This is remote. So that veil of ignorance is removed by a thought. Now I know it is a remote. Clear? We are going a little deeper. I always wanted to go deeper, and I always found I'm full of stress and suffering. Then you are not a seeker. Now apply this. Oh, who is she? Someone says she is Brandy, so I know it. So that is known as the uncovering. The ignorance is now gone. I did not know her. Now I know her by her name. What you do, I know her profession. And a long list. Do you see that? Ignorance, this is what the Maya is. That a sense of delusion is there that I do not know. Let me know it. Second step, I do not understand, let me understand it. So I don't know about the gender, so I should know about the gender. Same thing happens. Same thing is happening all the time in the world. We live, think, and speak. When sense organs perceive and conclude that knowledge gained by these sense organs alone is true, this is delusion. Did I speak my English correctly? So, when any sense organ or all the sense organs supported by the mind concludes that the knowledge gained by these sense organs alone is true, delusion. We have to clear this mind out. Whatever we understand through the mind is true. That is only thing that is true. But what mind perceives and the sense organ perceives, it perceives in delusion of the world of name and the form all the time. There's couple, wife says, I like to take marijuana. So what's the problem? I went outside, I took it, and I was totally absorbed into the infinite space. A wonderful couple with me. And the husband says, I'm pissed off why she is taking. The wife says, what I like and what is pleasant for me, why you have a problem? Obviously, I'm taking it, so why you have a problem? I'm telling you the real story. I'm not telling you the name. The husband says, I'm pissed off. So he dislikes, he perceives what is pleasant for her is unpleasant for him. Are you getting it? Yes. Say yes. So I applied the same principle. I said, do you both discuss with me what is right and good? Is it worth for you to suffer? Are you worthy of suffering? Because she is making her body suffer by taking the drug? Why you are angry? Why you are agitated? Why you have such a big face? Or you are having a big face for me? Should I leave? Then he started smiling. Oh, that appeals to me. And then I asked her, do you want to live your life with what I like and what is pleasant for me? She was very thoughtful, intelligent. She said, no, that will make me crazy. I said, that's why you are crazy. What is right and good does not depend on any person in the world, whether one is a teacher or a student. I said, I picked up a big cushion, they both offered me. I said, here is what is right and good. And there you are Here you are. So you both approach to what is right and good. Answer is, you will get an answer. The problem is gone. So what is the problem? Problem is Maya. Problem is delusion. Where lies the delusion? It is in the mind. How to remove that delusion in the mind? By knowledge, by understanding, by listening and learning, by contemplating, by reflecting on it. There you get it. Say yes. Take any example. Anger, you will find the answer. Agitation, you'll find the answer. Reaction, you'll find the answer. So all these ignorance and its manifestation comes from Prakriti. And we discussed that this Prakriti works through the three gunas, the three qualities, Satoguna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. Can you listen to me 24 hours? No. Oh, there is a limit to the mind for understanding. So that is what the Satoguna in the mind. Then, no, can you work 24 by 7? No. You can extend the limit, maybe 24/7, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. This guy I was watching Discovery. Oh, so you watch it? Yes, I do everything. Why shouldn't I do it? So he's an American guy. No, I forgot his name. He kept on running for 3 days without sleep. You can extend the limit. But again, you are extending the limit of your body, your mind, your intellect. That's all. Your physiology, your biochemistry. You are not searching the real self. So we are not going there. So there's Prakriti and the Maya is made of the three gunas. I cannot see those three gunas. When I'm talking and expressing that knowledge, mind is already in the Satoguna knowledge. Do you see that? So that Satoguna is 90%. Pay attention now. Satoguna is 90%. I'm speaking, so you can take 7% as action. I'm expressing the knowledge. And maybe 1 or 2% that I'm sitting still and body is relaxed in the mode of inertia, that is Tamoguna. All the three gunas should work in harmony, but Satoguna should always be 90% or above 90%. No delusion can take over you. So that was the second thing I asked husband, that do you want to live into that? He said, yes. You are also a coach and I'm also a coach. We both are coaches. Can you tell me, can you become angry? Do you have an anger? Yes, I become angry. So can you become angry just now? And he started smiling. Satoguna. We are caught by the delusion to have a stress. That is why I say we are not worthy of suffering. It is only an understanding. It is, I have to live into that awareness that I'm not worthy of suffering. If I'm worthy of suffering, Maya, delusion, Prakriti, whatever the name you say. Did you understand? Say yes, anesthesia. Yes. We stand, we sit, we eat, we speak, we meditate, we learn, we understand. Every experience has some element of Maya with the three factors of Satoguna, Rajoguna, and Tamoguna. If it is not, tell me. It is a fact. And the real self is beyond all the three factors. The real self is beyond the three factors. That is why we are not the three bodies, we are not the five sheets, we are not the waking, dreaming, and sleep. You wake up and your mind says, I fought with my honey, I have to settle a score. So your ego comes, it is also a part of the honey. But what happened to your ego in deep sleep? So now you understand that why we are learning, we are none of the three states. So I existed in deep sleep also, but there was no problem. In dream, I had a beautiful dream that, I will divorce this honey, and then I will live with another. And in the dream, you saw that you got married. You had a different experience in the waking state, another experience in the dream state, third experience in the sleep state. That's why we are none of them. Can I live into that awareness? So we will also answer one more question which raises the doubt. So understand the word Maya, delusion, we have understood. There is another word used in Eastern wisdom. It is known as Jagat. Jagat for the world outside the entire universe. So Jagat literally means, let me go back and say, you cannot step into the same river again. Do you understand that? Water is constantly flowing. Life is a flow. So that is the meaning of the Jagat. You cannot step into the same situation again. It's a constantly changing. Today we are communicating, exchanging this knowledge. Last week, what you were, you are totally different. Today, the body has changed, mind has changed, intellect has changed, behavior has changed. Science says that if I rub my hand, I have already killed more than 50,000 cells, and they are refreshed. 50,000 cells, just I killed it, and the new cells are replaced. How can I be body? Body is only made up of cells. Harry, that conviction should settle in your intellect. Then you don't even think of that you are 60. Now I'm now 63, so you're 63 years old or 5 years old. You don't worry about it. How your body is behaving, you don't worry. You take care of it, you repair and maintain it. You live into that awareness. Jagat. You witness everything is constantly changing. You cannot step into the same situation in life again, the way you cannot step into the same river. The water has a flow. No, I had a lot of problem yesterday. Remember, become aware. Get rid of it. Do you see how long it takes you to get rid of that? Ask yourself. Are you getting it? Someone has inserted you. That process has gone. I'm coming to that slowly. In order to understand that process, I have to use some simile. Take up the Darwin theory of evolution. It has worked on the physical evolution. Did you understand the physical evolution? When any living being changes, not they change, but the nature changes their form, shape, in the size, their level of awareness also changes. Physical theory of evolution, Darwin's theory of evolution. We say that now the physical evolution is complete once we have the human frame. I'm answering a question that why we experience problems, suffering, agony, pain, and long less disease in the world. Yeah, that's a question I'm answering in a different way. And just you think of it. So human frame has five sense organs fully developed, supported by the mind. We can have a right perception, we can have a wrong perception. I told you the tiger is not going to eat grass, the cow is not going to eat flesh. They are unconsciously operated by nature. Do you want to be unconsciously operated? Tell me. Do you want to be unconsciously operated by the nature or anyone else in the world? Answer is big no. Why big no? Because of the human intellect that is seeking freedom. So what Eastern wisdom is seeking? It tells you the way how to live into that freedom in peace and happiness all the time. No, but I have a problem. You don't know, my honey, makes me crazy. I have a problem. My body causes a problem. You have to understand, you have to live into that fact in the knowledge. Every problem that you experience in the mind pertaining to the three bodies, five sheath, and the three states corresponds to the unconscious material that you have accumulated in the present life or the previous life. Did I speak correctly? This coach has a problem with his honey, not with me. So the locus is there. Where is the locus? And that locus has a memory, the impressions in the mind. Are you getting it? We are going deeper. We have to go deeper. What should we do? Recognize those moments. They belong to illusion. Evolve consciously. Tiger does not have any option but to be controlled by the nature. They reach after 2 or 3 years, they become mature. And once they become mature, they follow the same pattern. Any animal. Do we want to follow the same thing? I became angry to you last week, so I will again become angry when you meet me. Yes, I feel that way. So because you feel that way, you have a corresponding delusion present already in the mind. So it triggers your mind and you start behaving in the same way. Are you getting it? Say yes. So once you recognize the finer moments of the delusion working through your mind, expressing in thought, speech, and action, you don't need an anger management. It is not there. Are you understand? Yes. You need not to react because that is not present. That is the meaning of living in a moment. That is the meaning. You are aware of the river that is constantly changing, is not the river we refer to. It is made of the water, sand, and the stones, but the river is something beyond. I am something beyond the five sheet and the three bodies and this waking, sleep, and that real self is. So once you get a glimpse of it, you see that that real self is of the nature of peace and happiness, love and the best. So this we go into the finer threads. Any sense of discomfort experienced by the mind caused by the delusion due to the ignorance. Ignorance veils my real nature. I have a real self here, and it is veiled by the Maya, which is known as the delusion, which is known as cause in the mind due to ignorance. Ignorance is incomplete knowledge and misunderstanding. I want to know my real self. When I uncover, I'm none of the five body, five sheet, three bodies, and three states. Body changes, all the three bodies changes, five sheets changes, three states are changing. So the water is constantly changing, moving. It's a flow. Life is a flow of experience. Behind that life, the real self. Behind that water, the river continues. What happens? Internally, I can say you are totally careless what is happening in the world. It doesn't mean you are not careful. You are careless with reference to the process of evolution, the change that is taking place. Now you are living at the center, and that center is the real self. Yes, I have understood. When you are doing practice, yes, we have started. We are going to do the practice now. So close your eyes.